So the first thing is to have this good eye as a student and realize that just like you're expected to have optimism, and your teacher, your rabbi is going to tell you to be optimistic and not to give up on yourself and not to give up on people and have a positive outlook on life, you yourself also as a student have to have a good eye and realize that the world you're learning from is also growing. It's also amazing. It's also, you have to give it the benefit of the doubt, where if one shiur was boring for you, it doesn't mean that all the shurim are boring. If one book wasn't good, it doesn't mean that all the books are no good. If you didn't understand it, it doesn't mean that everybody else didn't understand it. Or if you didn't like it, it doesn't mean that you're right. It could be that it was good, you just didn't understand it enough to like it. So the point is to have that good eye yourself as a student. The second thing is to also be the chaver tov. Chaver tov is a good friend. Good friend, obviously, the rabbi that's going to be a good friend is a rabbi that's going to offer you constructive criticism. If you're not a person that is able to accept constructive criticism, you should already put your neshama on retirement. Because anyone that does not want to accept constructive criticism, which is the point of Musar, the point of Chassidut, the point of Torah altogether, is to give you constant constructive criticism of how to improve. If you're not improving, you're deteriorating. If you cannot accept the reproofs, the Musar, the rebuke, whatever you want to call it, you're never going to grow. So if the rabbi is being a good friend, that means he's going to have to give you from time to time a rebuke or two. Different rabbis have different ways of doing it. Some rabbis will do it through a story. Some rabbis will do it through a personal meeting. And some rabbis will tell you outright. Some rabbis will simply do it through show you different experiences. Everyone has, based on their wisdom and experience, has a different way to teach you. If you have that good eye is going to look for different things you're going to learn from everything from that rabbi. If you have a selfish eye where everything in the world revolves around you, then even if the rabbi speaks directly to you and you're watching, when he says something that's directly to you, you're going to look at who's behind you because he must be talking to them. There's no way he's talking to you. So you have to be that person that has a good eye in order to be able to accept that good friend that is your rabbi. Not a good friend that's going to give you a high five and allow you to call him by his first name, which we already saw that the Rambam says that if you call your rabbi by his first name, then you're considered an apikos, according to HALACHA. Now, the Anaf Etz Avot by Rav Ovadia brings in this particular Mishnah, he brings some different commentary, and he says in regards to a good friend, he brings the Gemara in Yerushalmi. The Yerushalmi Masechet Nedarim, chapter 9, halacha number 4. The Yerushalmi goes, instead of dapim, it goes by halachot. And he brings a story about Rabbi Akiva, or teachings by Rabbi Akiva. And Rabbi says that Rabbi Akiva comments in regards to loving your neighbor and being a good friend and so on. And he says that Rabbi Akiva says to love people, the love that people have for each other, based purely on social conventions, meaning platonic relationships, friendships, colleagues, and so on, that's not related to the Torah, is absolutely worthless, says Rabbi Akiva. Now, your average teenager or person that's not glued to the Torah, even if they're in their 30s and 40s, just heard this from Rabbi Akiva, shut off the shiur and moved on with their life. They don't want to hear anymore from Rabbi Akiva. Why? I have my best friend. She's my best friend. We grew up together. He's my best friend. We play basketball together. Rabbi Akiva dare tell me that my relationship with my best friend is meaningless? Yes, and he's right. He's right. The older you are, the more you'll realize how right he is. Because you'll see that all of those best friends disappear. All of those relationships break. Not because of pessimism, but because of reality. What's reality? Why are they meaningless? Says Rabbi Akiva, the slightest insult can destroy this so-called love and disintegrate all of the lofty ideologies upon which this love has been founded on. The slightest threat to one's possessions or one's stature can turn the most civilized person into a rabid dog who attacks everyone and everything in sight, including his friend. An opportunity to get ahead monetarily or in social stature can turn people into wild bandits. All social norms crumble like dust and fly away on the slightest breeze. So in essence, in so many words, Rav Ovadia is trying to tell us, in the name of Rabbi Akiva, that these relationships that you have, your best friend, your best partner at work or colleague or whatever it is, don't put so much into it. Why? The relationship is really meaningless. That love you have for each other, it really doesn't mean much. Just like that, it can go away. Just like that. Why? The second you have money that they want, the relationship can disintegrate. And you can say, no, he doesn't even care about money. Okay, fine. The second you have honor that they want, the relationship is gone. No, he doesn't even care about honor. I'm the chief partner and he's second partner. Fine. The second he doesn't get the credit that he feels that he deserves, meaning he doesn't get or she doesn't get the honor they believe they deserve, relationship is gone. Just like that. 20 years in the garbage. Why? That's the way life is. The second you violate their space in any way, shape, or form, the relationship, gone. Why? That's reality. That's reality of a world full of meaningless relationships that are based on some type of mutual interest at the time and not about the Torah.